This video is about pins, and the current position is white to move. Try to find the best sequence in this position and write down your answer. You may stop the video now. Were you able to spot the continuation in this position? So here we're looking into any pins, right? So we have to always consider the X-ray vision, right? Towards the king or towards a higher value piece. So here we can see that the bishop here and the king are in the same file, so we can try to take advantage of that by moving our rook here to g1. So once we move our rook to g1, they would probably try to defend their bishop with the pawn, but then we would just be able to move the pawn to f3, and then on the next turn, if they were to move their king, we can just grab the bishop like this. But what if they give us a different response? What if we pin their bishop to the king, and they were just to do something like this? Then we can actually just trade the rooks first, and then just provide with a nice little pin here, an attack of the pawn towards the bishop. They cannot really do much about it, and then we can just grab a full bishop here. We will be up material, and hopefully we can win the endgame. The current position is black to move. Try to find the best sequence in this position and write down your answer. You may stop the video now. Were you able to spot the continuation in this position? So here we can think of any pins, right? Or skewers, I guess, in a way. But here we need to be able to find the nice move here, bishop b3. So bishop b3 just attacks the queen, and the queen is not able to move because there is some X-ray vision here towards the king. So here they don't have to do anything about it. They can probably just move their king away, or just grab the bishop to get something in return. But we will just be up here a full queen for our bishop, so that's pretty good for us. Hopefully we can win the endgame here. The current position is white to move. Try to find the best sequence in this position and write down your answer. You may stop the video now. Were you able to spot the continuation in this position? So here we need to keep in mind that we want to pin some pieces or skewer them, right? So in this case, we can see that the king and the queen are in the same diagonal, in the dark square diagonal, right? So we still have a dark square bishop. So how can we do something about this? First of all, our bishop is kind of being blocked by the rook. So ideally, if you were able to move one of your pieces in an ideal square, what would it be? It would be the bishop on b2, correct? Bishop on b2 or bishop on e5. So the thing on e5, it will be too slow because the queen will just be able to move, and then there's no more pins or skewers in this position. But here we can do a clear and sacrifice. Here we can actually give away our rook by taking the knight on b6. If they don't capture the rook back, then we will just be up a lot of material, and we should be able to win the endgame. But here, what if they just capture the rook back? Now we can actually give a nice pin queen and king here with bishop b2, because the bishop is defended by the knight and the rook, and then there's nothing that can block the path here of the pin. And the next move would probably be maybe like they just capture the bishop back, and then we can just capture with the rook or with the knight, and then hopefully be able to win the endgame from here.